Hello, we are here outside the new Scotland Yard Police and I'm joined by Commander Christine Jones. She'll be talking to us with regards to the preparedness of the police with regards to London 2012. Welcome.
Thank you very much and thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you.
It's absolutely wonderful. The day is looking up, only 2 days to go and countdown has already begun. You've been working really hard. How do you think are you all prepared? IOC is very happy with the security that London has. But how do you think, as a police force, you are prepared to take this on?
Well, we've been preparing for this for 7 years. As you know, there are 34 Olympic venues across 12 force areas. And in London we have the huge and fantastic Olympic Park, but we also have 10 other events going across London and our other London boroughs. And so, we've been working over that period to make sure that 14,500 Olympiads from 205 different countries that come to the UK for this event will be both safe and secure, that the visit to London, that they enjoy London, and that people coming and spectators coming to watch the Olympic Games will have a really fantastic experience. And all of our planning has been around making sure that it is safe, secure and enjoyable for everybody who comes to it.
Generally that's how police prepares, but is there something special you needed to do because it's such, logistically it's a huge operation. So how does everything come together?
You're absolutely right. It's the biggest peacetime security operation that's ever been seen in the UK. But obviously that planning, part of it is about how we work with our partners. So working with local, absolutely, working with TfL, working with all our London boroughs, working with our national partners, working with other police forces. And you can imagine, the logistics of that have been massive. But what you do is you test your plans, and that's what we've done repeatedly over the last 7 years, consistently making sure that we understand what people's roles are, that we're doing the right things, right place, right time. They understand the command structure, they understand the legislation, they understand the restrictions around their roles, but more importantly, they understand who's in control. And we've done that repeatedly, as I say, throughout the last 7 years. We are now absolutely match fit for what's coming. And here we are at day 67 of the Torch security teams. Absolutely enormous undertaking, 8,000 miles, 8,000 people who've been involved in carrying the torch. As you know, we're going through South and North West London today, in Ealing. And I just think, I think it speaks for itself. Over 1 million people in London already have turned out to watch the event. I think every single participant has demonstrated a huge amount of courage, and it's so impressive to watch extraordinary people getting up there, running with the torch and representing their communities and being so much a part of London. It's just, really humbling and fantastic. And to see all the crowds coming out, and enjoying it and encouraging people. Again, a real wonderful demonstration of London and what London is. And we've seen that on a national scale, over 10 million people turned out to watch the torch go through.
And when something like this happens, police goes in, how do people organise such kind of events? How do you think, when everything actually starts and begins, the Olympics, with the preparedness, and is there any kind of exhaustion in all of it, or is it just the excitement?
I think genuinely it's excitement, but the whole purpose of this is that this is not a policing event, it's not a security event, this is an Olympic Games. It's here for all those people who have trained for so hard for so long to come and show and have their time in an Olympic Park. And frankly, I think we are ready for the best Olympic Games that's ever been seen. It's a world-class city with world-class people, world-class Olympians, and frankly world-class policing. So, we're really looking forward to it. But the point is this, that it is about the Olympics, it's not about the security. So we're really hoping that as soon as the game starts, the interest in the security completely disappears, as it should do, because actually this is all about the games, and it's all about the participants and the spectators.
And because a lot of private firms are involved in providing the security as well, how would you be coordinating? What's the role of police in liaising with the private security firms?
But obviously, all of the Olympic venues are private venues, and they're overseen by LOCOG, and LOCOG have their own site security managers who are in charge of how the security event operates. And it's, as you know, it's a combination between the military and G4S and other security providers. Police are there to support the operation, but it's not our operation. So, quite clearly, all of that is about really the conditions of entry into any private premises. It's much the same, but they are all meeting minimum security standards in terms of their training. And actually, if you go down to the Olympic Park and have a look at it, you can see it's a really slick, really professional operation underway down there. And the whole point is it's there to make sure that people can go in and enjoy the games and be safe and have a fantastic time, and that's exactly what we do.
Normally when something like Olympics comes up, we generally, being in London, we do talk about real threats, terrorism threats. How real are they?
Well, of course, the strategic planning for this has always taken into account a number of key risks, and of course terrorism is one of those risks. And when we originally started the planning for this, we were planning to a security alert status of severe. Well, we haven't reached that, and there is no intelligence at the moment to suggest any further threats to the Olympic Games. So of course, our counter-terrorism department continues to work in London and across the country, and you will have seen a couple of years ago, it's not related to the Olympics, but of course those things will always continue because that's part of our core business. That's how we keep London safe from terrorism, that's how we keep the country safe from terrorism. So we continue to deliver that service, we continue to work with our security partners. And of course then on top of that we've got the whole of the Olympic intelligence framework over the top of that, which started back in 2009. So all in all, it's all there, it's all ready.
In terms of such events, when a lot of visitors come and visit the country or place like London, how real are the petty crimes going up? Will they significantly go up? What do you suggest to the visitors to come in?
In terms of crime, generally speaking, our experience across nations is that crime goes down. But of course we are prepared for that. We will respond to any appropriate security or crime threats. We have a specific serious and organised crime operation underway, which is tackling people like fraudsters and ticket tags. We've had over 200 arrests of a number of raids going on this morning to make sure that we identify those people and detain them. So we will make sure that we respond to the intelligence picture as it grows. Of course, business as usual goes on as normal, and so we continue to police London, police our communities as we always would. And you know, let's be honest, crime in London has been falling for the last 4 years, and it's the determination of Metropolitan Police that we will continue to drive down the crime.
How do you think communities can help you in this?
Well, there's a number of things that communities do. Of course, you know, visitors coming to London, people travelling into London, need to make sure that they keep their own properties secure and make sure that they know the places that they're travelling to, the routes they need to take, etc. But in terms of, you know, the normal day-to-day life of London, you know, we work, as you know, very, very hard with our communities. We've done an awful lot over the past couple of years. And it's important that we keep that dialogue going. If communities have any concerns whatsoever, please, you know, contact the local police, contact your local safe neighbourhood teams. And if you're in London, speak to the nearest police officer if any concerns whatsoever. You know, we are determined this is London the safest at the Games. We've got all the skills, we've got all the experience, and we've got the right people here. And of course, again, we're working with our communities, and what better place can they be to do?
True. Speaking of the communities, like Sikh communities, specifically who are practicing it, as you're aware, and I'm sure all the people in police would be, that they carry kirpans.
Yes.
So Lokog has allowed people to wear kirpans onto the venue. So how do you think the people or the private securities would be aware of, like police in general is well prepared and aware to tackle any issues that arise out of it?
I mean, as far as the Olympic events are concerned, they're private premises. Of course, there are conditions of entry, and I think some of those are described on the tickets. But my understanding from local who control that is that absolutely they have always said that those that are carrying a kirpan for religious or ceremonial purposes, as long as the blade is no longer than 3 inches, absolutely. And they will brief all their staff to make sure that's the case.
So you, in terms of the local policing and you know, if something comes up, you think your police force is also well aware of the fact that Lokog has allowed kirpans into the premises?
As far as entry into the court premises is concerned, that's entirely a matter of local, and they will put conditions of entry. And of course, as I say, they have already made it really clear, as I understand, that the seat carrying a kirpan, of course, will be welcome to bring them in. In terms of border police, you know, I would expect my officers, I would expect our London officers to understand that, you know, there are various different ceremonial artefacts that people carry with them, and the kirpan is simply one, and of course very important to the Sikh community, and our officers are all aware.
That's brilliant. And any last words with regards to Olympics or policing or anything you'd like to say to our viewers?
Well, 2 things really. Look, come to London and really enjoy it. It's going to be a fantastic event. If you've got events in your local communities, enjoy those too. The local authorities have been working so hard across London. There's 500 other events going on. And of course, this evening in Ealing, there'll be the end of the torch run party for people in Ealing. So please enjoy all the events. Keep yourselves safe by making sure that you've got your property with you, that you know where it is. If you see anything that you're concerned about, please contact the police. But otherwise, enjoy it. That's what it's all about. And at the moment, we've got the weather for it. So let's fingers crossed it will stay like that.
Thank you so much. This was Commander Christine Jones talking to us live from New Scotland Yard. Thank you.